give to you practical advices just to avoid frequently happened mistakes and reach success in your own project. 4 problems which you can face during your web design project and how you can easily solve them. Now I will guide you through real web design project. I will showcase for you all milestones we have, how it should look like, why we need to have them, and how final design delivery looks like based on these milestones. I will show clearly how the mood board looks like on real example. Hello, welcome back to unclear YouTube channel, and in this video we wanna guide you through whole design process, how we usually make in projects, how we are transforming ideas into real working product. So this video I just made for the people who wanted to get more information how the design process looks like, what is the key steps and milestones, how to achieve success and transform the idea into reality stuff. In this video we will guide you through website design process and we'll highlight regular problems which you can face during that project and how you can easily solve them through strategic things and great design project planning. Our goal just to provide for you the clear vision of how to deliver the design project, and of course not just show how we usually working, but give to you practical advices just to avoid frequently happened mistakes and reach success in your own project. So let's start. Why it's so important to understand the design process? So first of all, is just to be sure that you are moving in the right direction, because when you are starting a web development project, most often you are not so technical, I can say, and knowledgeable like designers or developers you are working with, and just to streamline communication and be really focused on project goals, not just by defining problems, discussing ideas, and every time setting a new goal and work plan of the things. You can be focused on real results and value your project should provide, not by just solving common miscommunicational problems between the teams and unstructured project plan and other stuff. So that's the main reason why you should be familiar with common website design project process, or in general design process, because this will bring to you a little bit more speed and understanding how to make proper solution working with web development teams. When you know what you should expect on every stage of the project, this understanding can bring to you opportunity to be focused on the result, not on the process. So that's the main reason why we made that video. Let's dive deeper into web design milestones and how the web design project looks like. So everything just starting with clear work plan. Of course, during the pre-sale process, when we're talking to the client, we're trying to discover the main purpose, the main goal, the convenient way of collaboration and other stuff, and basic information about the project, of course. But once we have all of this information, the first step, we are setting the workspace and creating a detailed project plan for the client, where we will show all key milestones and work plan how we can reach the final destination. Let's start, and first of all I want to highlight for you the main 4 problems which you can face during your web design project and how you can easily solve them. So number 1, definitely unclear design goals. Every project needs to have a clear goals, and honestly, you don't need a website and you don't need a design, and nobody just needs that thing. But everybody needs conversions, go-to-market solution, sales, and other specific purpose why they decided to start working on their own web stuff. That's the main goal. So at the beginning of every project with your team, you should clearly set goals, KPIs, and expected destination point which you're trying to achieve by the end of this project. That's the main rule. To be sure that everybody aligned with that goals, making a web design or web development solution which are reasonable with your final purpose, with your main goal. That's the most important. Guess what? Now I will guide you through real web design project. I will showcase for you all milestones we have, how it should look like, why we need to have them, and how final design delivery looks like based on these milestones. So let's check it out. So let's dive deeper into all of these specific milestones we've highlighted in this project plan. So let's start. Web design workflow. So as we mentioned before, first of all, we have a briefing. So during that phase, we want to dive deeper into project details. As I mentioned before, we already know the client expectation, general goal, details, and other stuff. And now the final stuff, the final goal. We need to dive deeper to understand every possible detail about business, target audience, goals for next 5 years, first. What is the role of this website in that particular milestone and roadmap of the business? So we just preparing a big briefing form and actually initiating the meeting with the client, where we're trying to talk and transform this discussion to fully concentrated business interview, where we're trying to understand the business fully, and based on that stuff modify our previous settled goals and continue moving forward based on our process. Next step, of course, is just a competitor analysis. So during that phase we are trying to dive deeper across the whole market to see what the competitors are doing and what are the gains and pains our users are facing on just by working inside that competitor network. And we are identifying all of these things during what big process, and as a result we have clear score for each feature and competitor and detailed document where we highlighting all problems, pains of our target audience and gains which our competitors providing and what our clients expecting from us. Not clients of mine which actually ordering a web design project, clients of our clients, because we are delivering project first of all for them. So that's the goal of the competitor research. Once it's done, we are jumping to the mood board. Mood board is like visual expectations of the project, because that's absolutely clear that everybody has different tastes. You like yellow, I like purple, somebody likes chicken, somebody likes pork, and that's the same about the design. Everybody has different expectations and feel of taste. So during the mood board phase, our goal is just to come up with different visual examples. We are collecting tons of inspirational examples and even competitor websites across the web, sorting up them by different styles, colors, typography, and any other groups. And actually we are together with our client just going through all of these things and just highlighting like, oh, we love this font, we love this color, we don't like this composition, we don't like this animation, we do love this idea, and blah blah blah. And during that phase we are discovering what you like, what you don't like, and once we have all of these details we can move forward, because everybody has the same expectations and that's absolutely clear what you like, what you don't like. And by this process we are avoiding issues like, oh, you made for us a design but we don't like this design. You know what, we do know what you like and what you don't like because of the mood board, because you provided for us clear understanding what is good and what is not for you, for your customer, and we are using that reasonable information just in next steps. So mood board is so important, because during that phase we can clearly understand what we are expecting from each other and avoid any possible issues about taste and any other useless stuff. Once it's done, we are making actually the informational architecture of the website. So that's actually more relevant for the big projects. And once we have all studies about the research, we have clear vision about the style, how it should look like, we are creating the detailed skeleton, the blueprint of website, because just to build a house you need to have a blueprint. The same about website. To build a website you need to have a blueprint. So that's something like this. We are creating the detailed structure of each page and how actually user can go through these pages, what is the navigation here, and based on all of this data we are preparing detailed marketing structure of future website. Once it's done, we are starting first design conceptions. We already know what exactly should be done. I mean, from the pages perspective, from the structure perspective, we already working on the copywriting, because we know data points should be displayed on the website to be sure that this website is really selling something, not just another website. But once this process actually, I can say, working on the back end, we are starting working on the front part. We are designing the design conceptions. So we are transforming all feedbacks you have about the mood board and creating 3 versions of the website. And based on that, we can define what we like, what we don't like, and move forward. So after mood board, that's not all. We are creating a couple of design versions, and once it's approved, we are starting designing the final version. And that is it, UI design. So once we have all of these things, we are clear about the styling, we are designing the final UI stuff. So here we will transform in any other previous decided structure, page and content point to final UI design delivery. So here the magic happens. Idea transforming into web design creation. And of course the last things like responsible design. So we are making the same design but for the tablet, for the mobile, to be sure that every user can access it. Once it's done, we are preparing the UI kit. That's actually the important moment, because if you have a design already, you should develop it. You should transform it into real product. But to allow developers working on them, you should provide for them UI kit with detailed components, scenarios, and clear settled up documentation, which could be useful for them to start a development process and really transform vision of the designer to reality. We can create even the demo version in the design file of clickable stuff of the website, but after that we are sending the dev file for you and for your dev team, or just for our dev team if actually our client working with us fully, because sometimes they are ordering design only. And that's it, completion and support of the project. The next regular problem, of course, is actually strategy. Alright, we already know our goals, we have clear KPIs and metrics how we will measure success, but how we will reach that goals, how we will achieve something. That's the question number 2 and the problem number 2. You need to understand the strategy. Alright, you have point A, finally you have point B, and the second step is to define how you can reach that point B from the A. Of course, during that particular example we had a UI kit. This detailed documentation for the developers where we showing for them specific requirements, how to develop our design and be sure that this project just delivered in the proper way and providing value. Of course, before making this even UI stuff, we made a blueprint of this website where we've made a wireframe of each section, content and possible idea how it could look like, and after that transform this into beautiful piece of web design stuff which you already saw a couple of seconds ago. So this is it, the whole magic behind web design project. The next problem which we can see here is lack of strategy, but that's so important because you should have a clear work plan how you can reach your specific goals which you settled before. Number 3 is actually wrong communication between the teams. Definitely as a customer you have your own team. Of course you are working with design team, with development teams, whatever. And at the beginning, just to avoid possible miscommunication and poor quality of work, you should create a clear and straightforward communicational channel between all teams which can be involved to the project. Because definitely if you start in your website project, you have some maybe marketing strategy, you have maybe some dev support, and your goal just to be sure that everybody of that people are connected to each other and they can work in one synergy and deliver really high quality for you, because miscommunication, according to the statistic, is the problem number 1 of any service providing company and the main reason of 99 failures of different projects. Last one, of course, is feedback. Definitely you have a clear project plan, you have a detailed structure of each milestone, and for any web development team or web design team, that's so important after each milestone receive a feedback. Because it's really so bad when, for example, we've just started with something, you've ignored us, we already finished everything and you only now started adding your feedback and saying I don't like it, etc, etc, etc. That's not okay. You should provide feedback after every milestone. This will provide opportunity to quickly react on possible issues, on possible miscommunication, and just not good quality and satisfaction of the work, make corrections during the process and move forward with full confidence that everybody on the same page with expectation and the goals will be achieved. So that's so important to give regular feedback after each milestone. I will skip actually the goal stuff, competitor research and these analytical things because of NDA with that project, but I will show clearly how the mood board looks like on real example. And as you can see, we made 8 groups of styling. So you can see style number 1, more 3D and techy design example. Style number 2, more minimal with tons of gradients. Style number 3, so minimalistic with a lot of typography. Style number 4, just colorful, playful gradients. Style number 5, the serious type of design, and other things. All design examples are completed to the groups, and we made that, asked our client to go through these examples and say which type of designs he liked. For example, these fonts, or don't like this type of gradients. So we've collected tons of feedback about everything, what this client expect from us and just not expect from us. And we use this information in future design conceptions because everybody align what we need to design. So that's actually what we made after the mood board. We made tons of different visual examples based on feedback client provided before. So that's the reason why I mentioned after each milestone you should provide a feedback, because this can bring your project forward, and in that case you can avoid unexpected issues. After that we had a goal to create a lot of conceptions, and from that conceptions we started more faster because client always provided for us more and more feedback. And as you can see, just from first conception we moved to a lot of other conceptions, because as you can see there is a lot of them, and finally we've designed something. We made a detailed UI design of this website, where users can clearly see the main call to action and message of this product. Really beautiful buttons which client picked from the mood board. Detailed structure with reviews, and even with the chat feature supported by AI, where a client can ask specific questions about this product and receive the answers. So yeah, we just even created a chat here, and that's actually how it will look if somebody will start operating here, and other possible user cases inside that particular example. Of course, clear call to actions, type of services which this company provides. By the way, these icons are designed from us, we just made them as well. And here we even showed how it will work. So actually it will be an animation when you scroll in and these things overlapping each other, so just to provide some stack effect. So that's what we made here. Of course, some content piece, pricing stuff, FAQ, and lastly footer part of the website. As you can see, we just displayed for everybody these big lines to show navigation from by clicking to which specific things user can reach any other pages, for example blog page where users can read articles, or just detailed article page where we can show some content. So we just represented whole flow of navigation of this project and designed every possible page we need right now for this website. Actually, all of these website pages has been defined during competitor research. We've defined that that's important things, that's what our clients are expecting from us, and we just designed this right away. So for example, contact form. Every website needs to have a contact form because your possible clients should have a chance to contact you. You already prepared, of course, everything from the different scenarios, how it could look if somebody will make a mistake, and of course, if somebody will reach success. And of course, the mobile version of everything. Looks like that's it. So we've already explored all possible problems you can face during web design project, and the most important, we already familiar with web design process, which type of milestones we have, and how normal and professional workflow of web design delivery should look like. We hope that video will be really interesting for you and you get lots of insights how to manage your web design project, and be sure that your strategies, ideas and general goal will be achieved. If you're already facing with some issues like we described in this video, or if you have any other experience about your web design journey, feel free to share this in the comments. And yeah, just follow us in every social media we have. Let's stay in touch. Be sure that you will be first who will receive new information, insight, and just life hacks about the world of digital era design processes and in general product building through strategic UI UX design solutions. So let's stay tuned. Thank you so much for your attention. Looking forward for the likes, subscription, your feedback, discussions and insights about your previous experience in comments. Thank you so much and see you in next videos.